Don't forget to check out this week's Weekend Roundup on DR Sports. We look at Tottenham's big win over Chelsea. Matisse back in the mud, unfortunately, but he will be here. And have Liverpool slipped up again in their battle for the top four? Listen, it's all discussed in the Weekend Roundup. Check it out on DR Sports.
The thing that did slightly worry me a little bit, and AGT and I were talking about it, is from what I saw, the Man United players, listen, in a world of criticising over-celebration, I think they did anything but over-celebrate. They actually looked like a team that were like...
This is just a start.
A little bit. I felt a little bit of that in their performance, but also in the celebration at full time. They were clearly happy. There was some dancing. There was some everything. That's great. Yeah. And you should. Listen, I'd have been delirious. I just love winning trophies.
It's the first trophy in almost 6 seasons.
It is. And they were kind of just like very happy. And now already the statement the next day, look what we can do. We're now focusing on the FA Cup game. Something worries me about the mentality of Ten Hag and what he's instilling in this Man United team. And I've got to say, I think a big part, and it might be harsh not to include Fred, but I do just want to talk about these 3 players, Varane, Martinez and Casemiro, because I thought they were the 3 best players on the pitch for Man United.
Yeah, I think we saw it very early on, the new partnership that's being formed at centre-back, the bumping of the chests when the clean sheets were starting to rock up after the humiliation at Manchester City, after the humiliation at Brentford, and them 2 forming that partnership. And it's been steady. You know, now the progression, like I said, the improvement of this Manchester United team is on an upward trajectory as the season keeps closing. And this is why people are starting to talk about a title race. Not because, you know, that this team should be in a title race in terms of they're well ahead of schedule in Ten Hag's reign. They've got these type of elite level players and the mindset to continue this form and potentially put themselves in a position where they're undeniably in a title race, whether the Man United fans want to be in one or not.
Of course,
you know? And you speak about the mentality. These type of players here, the amount of success that they've had, Champions Leagues, they're not going to get overly gassed on no Carabao Cup. They're going to be like, listen, this is great, guys. This is your first meal. This is your starter. But we're used to main courses. We're used to dessert. We're used to 5-star. You know, we're used to champagne. So don't think that you're going to feed us these little chicken wings and think that we're going to be settled. And no, we want more. And that's what it's about. It's about them kind of overriding the whole group and getting them on side. Because for some of these players, it's their first trophy. You know, you look at Luke Shaw, the way he's transformed him, Wan-Bissaka, who came on and for Dalot later on in the game and has been playing quite a few minutes. These type of players,
second half for
Rashford, it's a redemption arc for these players. These 2 are not redeeming from anything. They're coming from the elite levels of Real Madrid and they plan to stay there. And the manager's used to winning as well. So there's a nice blend between the hunger and the desire of certain individuals who have not won enough, have underperformed, have got a redemption. Cams calls it the redeem team. And then there's some players that are like, yeah, we do this on a regular basis. This is our bread and butter. And another thing for Ten Hag is literally player improvement. Young players, we've seen it with Garnacho coming in, having impacts, but also the likes of Luke Shaw, the likes of Wan-Bissaka. These players are literally coming from the pits of hell, some of them, and having to be resurrected back to life. So, yeah, unbelievable. Newcastle, I mean, disappointing in the end, I guess maybe because it wasn't a spectacle, this final. Game was over at half-time.
Here's the possession stats for Man United in big games this season. And only the Spurs and Chelsea game did they actually have more possession. And even then, it's 52% against Spurs at home. It's not that much more.
No.
And then Chelsea away, it's 53%. You know, it's not that much, 53 to 47. But look at some of the numbers. Liverpool at home, they won with 29%. Arsenal at home, they won with 39%. Okay, they lost to City, they beat Spurs, they drew at Chelsea, they beat City at home with 29%. They lost in the very last minute against Arsenal with 42%. They drew at the Nou Camp with 39%. They beat Barcelona at home with 42%, and they've won that cup final with 38%. So they're showing a pragmatism, an ability to go, well, hold on. Yeah, we've got very good players. Yes, we spent 220 million in the summer. You know, I'm not going to agree with people that say that Ten Hag's working miracles. He's done a good job. I think Saeed said on Big Six, for example. He's doing a very good job. I'm with Grizz. I don't think I don't think miracle.
No.
Work
Leicester winning the league is a miracle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he definitely doesn't have all the pieces in place to play exactly the kind of football he wants. You're not going to address that in one summer, no matter how much you spend, especially when it's only going on 3-4 players. But what he has done is gone, okay, for maybe against the teams that are 6th and lower, or maybe not the biggest games, we're going to have the ball. We're going to inverted fullbacks. Wan-Bissaka comes inside. We're going to be expansive. But I need to find a way against these bigger teams to get results today and to be competitive in the league today.
Yes.
And he has done that. I can't credit Ten Hag more. I hate it because these are massive rivals of both our clubs. But he's doing a really good job to adapt to every single game by rotating a lot, bringing different players in, fighting on four fronts, and in the first one in which they got all the way to the end of the race, they won it.
Exactly. And I think, when you're a team that play every twice a week, really, in terms of the amount of fixtures that they've got, you've got to be able to implement something that is transferable like that. You don't have a lot of time on the training ground. You don't have a lot of time to get really in, heavy detail. A lot of it is recovery and then preparation, opposition analysis, and then bang into the next match. So whatever he's instilled on this team, it's pretty remarkable in some ways that he's able to kind of, in his first season in a new league, and he's used to dominating possession in that Dutch league. But like you said, he's adapted and he's just getting those results. And then when he gets this season under his belt, then he can kick on, like you said, with more recruitment from above.
DR Sports is entering the metaverse. Welcome to Habbo. Come play games and chat about the latest football drama. Meet up with friends, meet new people, and have a great time. I'll be there on special VIP days. Click the link or go to the website at habbo.com. Each and every week, don't forget to check out the best of enemies with me, Robbie, and that.
And that what, blood? You know them way
Tottenham
there,
fan.
blood? Now, Mr. Genetically jacked, athletically stacked, half man, half amazing, modern day man, expressions oozing. And I can't wait to watch all the football content, the Champions League streams on DR Sports with Tottenham. You know them way there.
You ain't gonna win the trophy, let's be real.
What do you mean? Listen, we're definitely winning a trophy, blood.
What?
Tottenham are winning a trophy this season. And why would
What?
I take football advice from you, blood? I'd rather take advice from hair products than
What
football
trophy
advice
are you
from
gonna win?
Huh?
What trophy are you gonna win?
We won one already, fam. The Walter Towel Cup, blood. You get me, fam? And now we want the FA Cup, we want the Carabao, we want the Premier League, fam. I want to see my team playing in the Charity Shield. I'm excited, fam. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. So don't forget to check out the best of enemies each and every week right here on DR Sports. Listen, you might not win a trophy, but you can have a ball.
This guy, at least I can see my balls, unlike certain man.